Ready to brew up something wicked? Today we're crafting the ultimate Halloween beer, an eerily refreshing Blood Orange Wheat IPA. That's as bold as it is spooky, with a punch of citrus and that bitter IPA bite. This brew is perfect for haunting your taste buds this Halloween season. So let's get brewing. Like every brew day, it starts the night before by grinding up the grains. The grain bill I'll be using is 61% two-row, 36% red wheat to really aid in that body and mouthfeel, and 3% caramel 20 for a slightly sweet finish. What's going on? Something stuck in here? Ever have a nightmare so wild it sparked an idea? Well, this Halloween brew crawled straight out of mine. And when I was thinking of a good spooky beer, I thought Blood Orange would be a perfect pairing. So I'll be adding some in this beer, along with some hops to help enhance the citrus flavor. But more on that in a minute. And real quick, I want to shout out Clawhammer Supply, proud partner of this channel and maker of the scary good electric 10-gallon system. If you watched the channel before, then you know I have nothing but positive things to say about Clawhammer Supply. So if you're ever in the need for an electric brew in a bag system, be sure to use the link in the description and I'll get a small K-Pack. I started the brew day by heating up for a mash at 152 Fahrenheit and then adding in the grains I milled the night before. After an hour mash, I pulled the grains and brought it to a boil. For hops, I'm layering in a few citrus flavored favorites, starting with 1.5 ounces of Chinook at the top of the 30-minute boil. Chinook is my all-time favorite hop when I'm just looking for a strong bitterness, and it also has a spicy and lemony kick. Then at 15 minutes, I added a half ounce of Amarillo. This should make things a little more dynamic, giving the beer some more tropical notes. And then finally at flame out, it was time to add in the Blood Orange. I found this organic juice at the store since it was tough to find actual blood oranges right now. And while it doesn't have the true red color I was hoping for, it will definitely give this some nice juicy orange flavor. I'll figure out the color later. Additionally, I'm adding in some orange peel for extra zest and the final hop addition of 1 ounce of Citra, the citrus hop. I chilled it down and transferred it into the fermenter, and then it was time for the yeast, which is brought to you by this video's sponsor, Angel Yeast. If you're not familiar with Angel, they're a global yeast and biotech company that develops all kinds of ingredient solutions for the food and beverage industries. And they've really been growing and expanding their global presence, and with that, a diverse lineup of yeasts. Today, I'll be using Angel's A1 American Ale Yeast. This is their clean fermenting ale strain that has a wide adaptability into any American beer you can think of. This yeast is also very neutral, so it won't get in the way of flavor, leaving way for the malt and hops to really pop, making it perfect for this beer since I really want that orange flavor to shine. They also have several other ale yeasts, like German wheat and English ale, but I'm probably most excited to check out their lager strains, which I'll be using some for an upcoming recipe, so stay tuned for that. So if you're ever in need of a rock solid, no frills ale yeast or want any new yeast to experiment with, be sure to use the link in the description and let Angel Yeast know that the Brew Show sent you. Thank you again to Angel for sponsoring this video, and now, back to the nightmare. With the yeast pitch, all that was left to do was hit the hay and wait to see how this fermentation comes along.
You thought fermenting yourself. Try surviving me, bitch. Where do you think you're going?
Oh, just you, Willow. Thank God, just a dream. Better check on that fermentation. After a couple of days of fermenting with no issues, I decided to add the dry hop. I'm going for another ounce of Citra. Adding it now during active fermentation will help prevent oxidation. I then let it ferment out completely, finishing this beer up in just about a week. The starting OG was 1.068, and the final gravity was 1.014, meaning this came in at just about 7%. And while it certainly has a strong orange aroma and flavor, the color wasn't exactly screaming blood orange to me. So I thought I'd try an experiment. In the past, I've used hibiscus leaves to get a nice reddish color in the beer. In fact, all the way back in video 1 on this channel, I used it in a saison. So I decided to take a handful of them and add it into a sanitized bag. Cinch it up and toss it into the fermenter. Hibiscus also has a nice tart lemon flavor, so at the very least, it'll just enhance that orange flavor. I also added a Camden tablet to help with oxidation, and then transferred the beer in. I figured I'll check on the color in a couple days, and once it's good, I'll attempt to pull out the hibiscus. But only time will tell, and all I can do now is go to bed and hope it works out in time for Halloween. Is that blood? What on earth? Oh my God, it is blood. What the heck?
Peekaboo.
Oh God. Oh God.
Knock, knock.
Wait a second. This is just a dream. I tasted this beer yesterday and it tasted great. I have the upper hand. Freddie, you may haunt my nightmares, but when a beer tastes this delicious, you can't compete. With every sip I take, I get stronger and you get weaker. Turns out, when a beer is this delicious, a nightmare can't hold a candle to it.
How'd you find out?
And thankfully the nightmares are over and we can finally enjoy this beer as it was intended. And it is like looking at a orange. Like this looks like I'm holding an orange in a glass. It is a wonderful deep orange, almost has a reddish hue. Not quite the blood red that I was kind of expecting or hoping for at least, but the hibiscus did add a little bit of a red undertone, but it is just beautiful and it is extremely opaque. I cannot see through it at all. I'm thinking that's thanks to the wheat malt and the dry hops I added, but enough on how it looks. Let's give it a taste and see what it's like. Oh yeah, an absolute orange bomb. And I think that's thanks to the fact that I layered in orange in many ways, whether it was through the hops that I chose, adding in the orange peel and the actual blood orange juice. It also has this like really nice tartness, which I'm thinking is from the hibiscus. To me, hibiscus always adds a bit of a sour, tart lemon flavor, and I think it's really working to help make the flavors pop, especially those citrus notes. One thing that stands out to me that I would want to change for next time would be to work on my color, to get that stark blood red color. I just didn't have any luck finding blood oranges around me, and I probably could have used things like food coloring or something to make the color change, but it looks just like an orange to me. So in some ways that's good, because you look at it, you know exactly what you're gonna get. But around Halloween, it's always kind of fun to mess with people's expectations. So it'd be kind of cool to play a little trick on people and see what they think when they get handed a red beer and ends up tasting like oranges. Overall, extremely happy with this. Some might even say it is a dream beer. I'm excited to have it on tap and enjoy this Halloween, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a ton of fun making it. These kind of videos are my favorite to make, and I love getting creative with the editing and shooting, so hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. And a quick shout out to my channel members. People like these are the ones that make videos like this possible, so thank you each and every one of you for contributing to the channel. But until next time, I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Thanks again for watching all the way to the end. And if you're looking for more Halloween videos, I've actually done quite a few over the past few years. Why not check one of them out? Cheers and happy brewing.
Surprise.